Tonight on the ReidOut.
The members are reminded to abide by decorum of the House.
Democrats are taking rude, crude, and shouty Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene's calls for decorum in the House as seriously as the Republicans seem to be taking the threat to our economy with their manufactured debt ceiling crisis. But I'm guessing our veterans and Social Security recipients are not laughing. Plus, the longest January 6th sentence so far as Oath Keepers leader Stuart Rhodes gets 18 years for seditious conspiracy. And later, Ron DeSantis' disastrous campaign rollout leads to speculation that pudding may have been clogging up the Twitter tubes. Yuck. But we begin tonight with the Republican lie that could plunge our nation off of an economic cliff. With just 7 days until the United States could default on our debt, talks between Republicans and White House representatives have yet to resolve the issue. But today, President Biden made a very important point.
And it's time for Congress to act now. Now, I want to be clear that the negotiations we're having with Speaker McCarthy is about the outlines of what the budget will look like, not about default.
I mean, he's right. And this is why the White House, and this is the way the White House is clearly thinking about it. But let's just be clear. What Biden said is literally why this is a manufactured crisis. The debt ceiling, our nation's credit limit, is not a legitimate thing to be negotiated any more than whether or not you can refuse to pay your credit card bill until your spouse negotiates next year's holiday spending budget is legit. You literally have to pay the bill for the money you already spent on your card, regardless of what you intend to spend going forward. And if you've reached a credit limit and you have a AAA credit rating like the U.S. does, you can call your card company and they can raise your limit. The end. And Republicans know this. Trust me, they know it because they raised the debt limit 3 times when Trump was president. No questions asked. It's only when a Democrat is president that they threaten to torch our national credit rating by not paying the bill. That is exactly what they did when Biden's old boss, President Obama, was in the White House in 2011, holding that administration hostage the exact same way with the same demands to slash spending on the working poor and their kids and health care, and earning the U.S. its first credit downgrade ever. And the Senate Majority Leader at the time, one Addison Mitch McConnell, admitted what he learned from that awful exercise was that the U.S. economy is a hostage worth ransoming. Boom. So now we are here again because one party has once again decided to take us here on purpose. And if you don't want to believe me, here's the evidence.
This is a president that is failing the American people. So I think that bodes very well for the Republican field.
That is Republican National Committee Chairwoman Ronna Romney McDaniel. She has Michael Steele's old job. Joining the Quiet Part Out Loud Club with Matt Gaetz, who said earlier this week that he and his MAGA colleagues do not feel like they should negotiate with our hostage. Speaker, in scare quotes, Kevin McCarthy's real boss in the House, Marjorie Taylor Greene, had a different take.
No one is freaking out. No one is concerned about this mystery date that Janet Yellen has thrown out like it's going to actually crash America. Regular Americans living their lives day in and day out. Don't worry about the government shutting down.
Okay, this is why they laughed at you. Okay, Marge, tell that to the mortgage holder at the CrossFit gym that you own. You know, the one that you got that sweet PPP grant money for? Or the senior citizens in your district in rural Georgia who won't get their checks if the debt limit isn't resolved by June 1st, because seniors are among the regular Americans who will be the first to suffer. A potential default means $47 million in Medicare provider benefits and $12 billion in veterans benefits will not be paid on June 1st either. Then on June 2nd, $25 billion in Social Security payments will go unpaid. Payments to the oldest and poorest Social Security recipients, retirees older than 88 years, and seniors with especially low incomes will get the chop first. You know that's next week, right? But Republicans seem stoked to not pay America's bills, to own the libs. Oh, did I mention that $12 billion in veterans benefits are also at risk? The Veterans Administration warned of catastrophic effects for the more than 7.1 million veterans and their families whose benefits will not be paid out. But the most galling part is not just what Republicans are doing, playing with the livelihoods of regular Americans and claiming no one gives a crap, but that they're doing it this weekend. This weekend, the timing, as House Democratic Whip Catherine Clark pointed out.
I don't know how my colleagues across the aisle who voted for the Default on America Act are going to look our veterans in the eye this Memorial Day. You have presented our country with an impossible choice: devastating cuts or devastating default, hungry families or homeless seniors, kids without classrooms or parents without jobs. And now you're sending us home with no resolution.
I'm joined now by Democratic California Congressman Khanna, member of the House Committee on Oversight and Deputy Whip of the Progressive Caucus, and John Soltz, chairman and co-founder of VoteVets.org and a two-tour Iraq War veteran. I'm coming right back to you, John, but I'm going to ask you, Khanna, as I put it back up there again. I'm going to put this little chart back up that our wonderful producer put together. Medicare, $47 billion. Veterans benefits, $12 billion right before Memorial Day. Have your colleagues on the other side of the aisle explained to you what they do intend to tell their constituents about why they get to go home and chill and their constituents, including veterans on Memorial Day weekend, won't get their checks next week?
Joy, it's a sad situation. They don't care. They don't care about the harm they're doing because this is a manufactured crisis, as you've said. They are holding the country hostage to enact radical policies that they know they can't win in an ordinary debate. They can't win it in an election, so this is their tactic. And we need to call them out on that. And thankfully, this president is acting responsibly to make sure we don't default.
You know, the company Fitch, which basically rates U.S. credit, they're doing what your credit card company would do if you said, you know what, I'm not paying these bills because my spouse and I couldn't agree on what we're going to spend next year for Christmas. They've already said, yeah, we're gonna cut your your credit rating, which is what any creditor would do. I just want to put up this chart here. This is how the debt has increased, right? And how the debt limit has increased over time, going all the way back to the Reagan era. It just goes up, 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 up. And the Republicans in Congress kept voting for that and that and that, and they did it every year. There it is. There's the chart. It just goes up, up, up. Because, John Soltz, that is how American credit works. You do the spending, and then you have to go back and pay the credit card bill. And this budget is a completely separate thing. It has nothing to do with the debt limit. They are separate things. As a veteran, is your head exploding listening to people debate and, quote unquote, negotiate over two separate things and combining them and putting veterans' checks at risk?
But, you know, generally speaking, it's always hurtful when Republicans vote for essentially every war and you know, $100 billion a year of funding. But we never take into consideration what those costs are going to be over the long term. And so to be held hostage and see veterans benefits held hostage, it's serious stuff. Service-connected veterans who are 100% disabled, having their checks threatened, active duty service members, members of the military reserve, Gold Star families and survivor benefits. These are all practical things. And when you listen to Marjorie Taylor Greene on the lead-in, it's like, you know, she lives on Pluto. Like, of course, these are issues that regular people are nervous about. And so I think, you know, I can't sit here and say every veteran understands why the debt crisis is happening, but they're going to understand when they don't get their check. And they're not going to get their check because the Republican Party in 2023 is a pro-war, anti-military, anti-veteran party. And that's the reality of what we're dealing with. And Congressman Khanna on the committee and the rest of the committee, Chris Deluzio and others have just done a phenomenal job of holding Republicans accountable for using veterans as a brokerage chip. Even Jen Kiggins, the new Republican congressman in the 2nd Congressional District of Virginia, said, this is the only bargaining chip we have. And that is extraordinary that they openly admit that they're using disability payments and military pay to hold hostage the rest of the country on this debt deal.
It is bananas, Congressman, because they're literally saying that as John Sol said, they're saying we're just going to not pay the veterans in our own states. These red states have disproportionate numbers of veterans, of active duty military. They're literally saying we won't pay them because their assumption is those people are conservative. They'll just blame Biden. Texas has 21,000 people who receive federal financial support who are veterans. California's a big state. They've got the next biggest. Look at Florida. Look at North Carolina. Look at Ohio. Congressman, they are literally threatening to take the checks, the food out of the mouths of their own constituents to own the libs and to take away, Meals on Wheels and Head Start. It makes no sense.
Joy, you're right. And John, thank you for your service to our country and for being such a voice of clarity. Here is what is so frustrating and sad. The Republicans will take away the benefits from veterans who risk their lives for this nation, but they're unwilling to take away the obscene profits of defense contractors. 60 Minutes did a documentary just this week, $100 billion plus that is being wasted because defense contractors are ripping us off. They don't want to talk about that, but they want to take away money from the veterans, from the people who put on the uniform. They want to take away the money from the most vulnerable. Their values are just out of whack.